Hello there, and welcome to our guide on mastering the art of tackling the mapping exam questions. Whether you have attempted this exam before, or it's your first time attempting it, we understand that facing an exam question can be a daunting task. But don't worry, in this short video we'll show you how to approach exam questions with confidence. From understanding the layout of the surveys to actually answering the exam question itself, we've got you covered. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into the tips that will elevate your exam game. Ready to ace those questions? Let's get started. As you're probably aware, the exam platform is called TryRating. When you log into TryRating, you should see the following screen. Clicking on Get a Survey will present you with your first question of the exam. There can be some confusion when candidates see the word survey, so let me clarify for you now that surveys are what the exam questions are called. A few notes on what appears when you click on Get a Survey. In the top left corner of the page, you can see three headings. Task type should be Search 2.0. This is what the mapping exam is known as within the platform. Request ID. This can be ignored. Estimated rating time. This tends to worry exam candidates as they believe it should only take them 3 minutes to complete the survey. This is not true. In fact, you can completely ignore the estimated rating time, as this is for hired analysts. It's expected that the exam candidates, such as yourself, will take about 15 or 20 minutes to complete each survey. Don't worry, the exam is not timed, you can take as long as you need. Underneath this, then, is the task ID. This is a unique identifier attached to the survey shown. If you have a technical question regarding specific survey questions, you can attach this with your email and our team will be able to find which survey you are referring to. Over on the right side then, we can see three more headings. Rating Guidelines. This is a link you can click which will open the mapping guidelines in a new tab. You can keep this open throughout your exam and refer to it for every survey you attempt. Release Survey. Please do not click this button. By clicking this button, you will automatically fail this particular survey. Submit Rating. When you are happy with your answer, you can click this button to submit your rating. Clicking this button is final and you cannot go back and change your rating, so please be sure of your answer before submitting. Moving on to the main part of each survey now, we can clearly see a map. On this map, we can see two colored pins. These refer to the results you will be rating later. We can also see a blue icon with the silhouette of a person. This is the user's location. Finally, we can also see an image of a mobile device, and if we zoom in, we can see there is a purple box attached to it. This is known as the viewport. The viewport is the section of map that the user is looking at when they make their request. To the right of the map, at the top, we have some information regarding the query. What is a query? So if you're using a mapping search engine like Google Maps, for example, and you type in pizza near me or coffee shops downtown, those are your queries. They are the questions or requests you make to the mapping search engine to help you find specific locations or information on a map. The search engine then looks through its digital map and gives you the best possible answers to your queries. We can see some headings in this section. Query locale can be thought of as language and location. Query, as explained earlier, this is the request the user made to the search engine. Viewport age, how long ago the user moved to the viewport. A fresh viewport is indicated by the word fresh, displayed in green text. A stale viewport is indicated by the word stale, displayed in red text. User location is the location of the user, and similarly, viewport location is the location of the viewport. You will also notice two blue buttons above this. This will help you to center the map on the user and the viewport respectively. Below this information, you will see some colored boxes with headings. In this case, we have two. You might notice how the color of each of these boxes are the same as the colors of the pins. That's not an accident. The orange box is the orange pin, while the purple box is the purple pin. You can also see how one of the boxes is grayed out. This means we are not rating this box. Scrolling down, we can see the purple box is not grayed out, and just below it we have some input boxes. This is where you will be filling in your answers. For every survey, you will be presented with two high-level questions. These will allow you to highlight any problems with the result. Moving on to relevance then. The relevance rating will take into consideration user intent as well as distance or prominence. Relevance is always rated independently of any data inaccuracies. This means that when rating relevance, we always assume that the result exists and the data presented is correct. Name accuracy. The name accuracy rating is used to evaluate the accuracy of a business. Address accuracy. This is split into two main parts: components and issues. Finally, pin accuracy. As explained earlier, for each result returned, you will find a pin on the map. Rate the accuracy of each pin's placement using this scale: perfect, approximate, next door, wrong, and can't verify. A pin can be correct when other rating components are wrong. Now that we have an understanding of the layout of the exam and what everything means, let's attempt this survey. Remember, we are not rating the grayed out result, so let's scroll down to the white result. We know from the query that the user is searching for Apple Store. The result returned is Apple. We know that there are multiple Apple Store locations all over the world. This makes it a chain business. Looking at this section of the guidelines, 10.6.2 chain businesses, we know we cannot rate this result as navigational. We also know that the user has not explicitly stated a location. This means we should look at section 2.3.2, implicit location. We know the viewport is fresh, and all relevant results inside a viewport should be marked as excellent. Moving on to name accuracy, researching the business, we understand that the result Apple is the correct name and spelling of the business. Address accuracy. We can use the official USPS address checker to confirm the address as shown. The result indicates that the street number is incorrect. We can mark it as such. Finally, the exact location of this business cannot be determined by using street imagery, but the official mall directory provides strong evidence for Apple's location within the mall. Using this evidence, the exact location of the result under the shared rooftop can be confirmed and is exactly where the pin lands. Therefore, the rating is perfect. Now that we are confident in our answers, we can click Submit Rating in the top right corner. If you need to take a break at this point, now is the time to do it. Congratulations! Now you know how to approach each exam question. Hopefully, with your newfound confidence, you can attempt and pass the exam.